Welcome to ATB TV. Here I am, back on deck with the great Peter Morgandi after a couple of weeks on the phone, hidden away, and where was I?
North of here.
Queensland one week and Sydney the second week at the sales. I'm glad to be home, in my own bed, eating proper food prepared by my wife. You get over living out of a motel room and eating
Probably
plastic food, Pete.
don't get over the weather though.
Oh, I was in shorts and shirts, come back to this freezing joint, but no wonder I'm half crooked. But
Well, we're in our Dan Murphy's car park back at Delacombe, Darren, so you've brought a little bit of sunshine.
yeah, we should have got a six-pack to do this. Bit early.
Six-pack, righto. Nip of scotch while
Yeah, we
we go.
needed something, Pete, but it's always good to be home and back on deck. A long week at the sales. We had a couple of good results with Rockalicious and Capriccio.
It's good.
And it's a long week there. That sales complex, it's an hour out of where we were. I suppose for those living in Melbourne, it'd be like living in the city and going out to the back of the airport.
Right.
Takes about an hour in the bus.
Yep,
If you want to get a taxi, it's $100 each way.
to get you.
So we had a long week there, and I don't know. There's nowhere you can go where you can get steak and mash or bangers and mash
She's
or,
all up,
you know,
upper level.
it's all just risotto and I don't know.
Not
Rubbish food, I call it.
pie and mash.
So Liz has got plenty of brownie points this week. Back to the
Yeah,
basics.
we're back to the
Anyway, I want to send a cheerio out there for Sunday to all the mums.
Yes, important day.
All the mums, it's your big day. Take advantage of it. Stay in bed. Make sure you get breakfast in bed. Make sure they make the bed for you. They do the washing. Just take it for what it is. Get out. Make sure you have a good lunch. And do what Liz does.
What's that?
Orders the best champagne on the menu. It's your day. Make sure you take advantage.
We went to go to a couple of carveries, book in. Ballarat Golf Club does a ripper, and
Booked
Maryborough both booked out.
Surely
So-
with your contacts and
Well,
influences.
no, I'm just. We've worked it out. We're having. I'll be.
You're not cooking.
I'll be the chef. For
You're
for
cooking?
breakfast.
Oh, my God.
Breakfast only.
So what's that?
Oh,
Wheat bix and milk.
No,
How hard can it be?
No, I'll be bacon and eggs.
Oh.
So we watch out.
Yeah?
But we've booked into the carvery on Tuesday at the golf club. So
it's a 3-day event.
It's so it's a bit of a special.
A 3-day event?
It's a carnival. I don't know what we do on Monday.
Well, you can go and watch a movie and hold hands.
Oh no, I got the dogs.
Isn't
on
there a
Monday.
good
dogs Monday night? I might take Beck up to the dogs.
Yeah, take her to the
3
dogs.
degrees.
You've gone to the dogs, Beck.
She will not go.
She won't go?
She won't go.
She's not into it?
I've been up there a couple of times.
And then for dinner? You going out for dinner?
I went.
Sunday night?
No. We all just at home, I think.
Home?
Yes.
The family coming?
Beck's dad's in Europe at the moment, in England, and her mum can't fly, so she couldn't go. So she's home. I think she's coming down and staying for a couple of nights. So
Righto.
her mum's
Get
Beck's mum refuses to leave the kitchen.
Good.
So I get looked after
Should
real
be more
well.
of it.
I
Tell her to stay a week.
I get looked after real well when she comes
She
down.
can stay
so
the week. Anyway, mums, have a great Sunday. As I said, just take advantage of it, because for the other 364 days, I know what it's like.
Righto. Hey, we had a light week with runners.
Well, we said we'd have one.
Yeah.
And
we
then
sort
had
of.
we tried to have a few more.
Yeah, we tried to have a few more. We tried to put everyone off Literary Magnet, and for good reason. We identified it as a real Group 1. And, look, it's probably a little disappointing, but,
I agree with you, though.
forget it. Here we go. Matty Williams is copping it.
You know me too well. We've worked together too long, don't we?
It was either Yendel or Williams, but I thought
Yendel did
can't
nothing
blame
wrong.
the pilot.
He didn't have a motor fast enough.
Yeah.
No, she just got run off her legs.
Yeah.
Like, that just went so hard, and
Look,
she
to
was
be
off
fair,
the bridle.
Even some of the better credentialed horses struggled in
They
the
did,
race.
didn't they?
Yeah, it's funny, like Bella Nipotina and the thing of Beggs's, like,
They went like rockets.
yeah, so...
It was hard to tack on, and
Yeah,
the winner was good.
yeah.
Johnny Allen,
Having a good run.
he should move to Adelaide.
So I see on Wednesday he got suspended, so
Yeah.
he can't go over and try and win the
They fixed him
fourth
up.
Group 1. Yeah, so you're not coming back, Johnny. But
No, look, she ran fine, but she was just outclassed over that distance first
Yeah.
up. And I think Matthew would tell you that if he had his time over, he would have went to the Wangoon. But anyway, we lower our sights with her, and she'll be going to the Winter Championship heats.
Yep.
And see if we can get it back
Races
earning some money now that he's spent it. I think he went out for dinner Saturday night with all the owners. There's about 30 of them that went over.
Oh, the fair wet. Yeah.
Should have been a long, sombre night.
Oh, yeah.
Hey?
Till the 5th or 6th drink hit.
He would have a bit of explaining to do, wouldn't he?
The beetroot, he would have...
Waved his magic.
eh? He covered off a good carnival.
Well, they were complaining that the crowd was down.
Yes.
Only had 2,000. I felt like tweeting and saying, well, if we didn't run, you would have had 1,970.
Yeah. Yeah, they're right about the crowds. It's a funny thing. It's a bad time of year, weather-wise. I reckon weather-wise.
Do you?
The carnival seems a bit elongated. Like it's drawn over 4 Saturdays.
Have you thought about joining the committee and sorting it out?
They're banning everything over there. They want to get rid of 2-year-old races. They've got rid of jumps racing. They just sort of, I don't know what their goal is over there.
I don't know, Pete, but...
money's okay.
Tell me this. So, half the world doesn't like jumps racing. At least half the world.
Probably more, yeah.
Yep. So we put on the Warrnambool Carnival. 3 days.
Yep.
At least 10 jumps racing.
Over 30,000 people.
Midweek, Tuesday to Thursday.
Yes, working week.
And they get 30,000 through the gates over 3 days.
Yes.
They used to have a thing called Oakbank at Easter. And back in the heyday, they get 50 or 60,000.
So race Saturday.
Over Easter.
Race Saturday, Monday. There'll be tents as far as you can cast your eye.
Right. So what's that tell us? People want to go to an event.
Yes.
If there's an event, people will go.
Yep.
So obviously Adelaide Carnival is not an event.
No, it's stretched too far.
It's just a race day.
It's 4 race days.
So if they get the mix right, people will go.
Yep.
They just clearly haven't got it right. I don't think it matters when it is, because Warrnambool in May is atrocious weather.
Yeah, that's right.
Atrocious.
But people book 12.
But they go.
12 months
Do you
in
see
advance.
them all on the hill?
Yeah.
In 8 degrees pouring rain?
Yep. And that's right. You wouldn't have got any worse conditions in the middle of the carnival.
They still go.
They went.
So
they're committed to go because it is. You're right. It's an event. There's good racing, but it's an event. They can socialise after the races, before the races, during the races. So that's probably that's a good point. They may need to double up the weekend or make it I don't know about a Friday.
Well, I just thought
Saturday, Sunday.
Well, why don't they do it the same weekend they have Gather Round?
Or the long weekend in March.
Everyone goes to Adelaide for Gather Round.
Yeah. Well,
how many people go to 9 games of footy in 3 days?
Yeah.
They don't, do they?
No, and a lot of people went over to
watch 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they go to the races and say, right, Friday night we're going to this game, Saturday we're going to the races, Sunday we're going to this game?
Yep. And condense the card a bit. Like someone said that, the Oaks, and then there's a chance for the fillies to run the Derby. Just make them gender races, like
put them on the same
day with maybe the Goodwood.
Oh, but anyway, we've solved your problems.
Yep.
So,
but you'd have 2 weeks.
Do you think they'll do what we said?
Probably not. You'd still have the Sangster like a week before the Goodwood. I know you can back up. Like
how many go
horses back up in
how
2
many
days of Autumn.
How many traditionally run the Sangster and then go on the Goodwood?
Not a lot.
No.
But if you still want to do it, it's only a 7-day backup.
Platelet did it.
Yeah, well, Melbourne Carnival horses run on it on the Saturday, then the Saturday, and Saturday or the Thursday. Have it 2 weeks, have it nice and compressed, and what you'll probably get Victorian trainers go, right, we've got 6 horses who can run there, let's go over for the 10 days. 3 days before, stay for the week. From a staffing problem, you just leave a couple there.
They seem to be
they'll get good numbers.
They seem to be competing against Queensland now too.
Well, they're running into it now already, and they've still got 2 weeks left this weekend and then the Goodwood.
So,
do you run it even?
Maybe you have it at Easter.
Well, that's the other point.
Saturday and Monday.
They got rid of. Well, how many were at Oakbank? 1,000 people. Maybe they'll eliminate Oakbank altogether, or put it in another.
I don't know, Pete.
Time frame.
I think even Melbourne Carnival. Look at that when we had Super Saturday.
Yeah.
Back in March years ago, and there'd be 30,000 there.
Yeah.
And now they've spread it all out through March, and now it's just another race meeting.
It's all about off the course.
It's all turnover.
Yep.
Do they actually want people to go?
That's right.
Do we actually need grandstands at race courses?
They're not real. That's right, and they're not wanting to create an event out of it. But anyway, I think we come up with a good resolution.
I think we've solved the problem.
Solve the problem. We better move on, Darren.
Right, that was all
Literary Magnet.
And I want to say once again, we had no one collecting the multi, and no one collecting the points.
Was there brave punters out there took Literary Magnet?
None. A few apologised for not taking it. No one had the winner.
No, it was hard to find.
No one had that winner.
It wasn't hard to find, but it was hard enough to find.
Everyone had Globe, but very few had the winner. Oh, no one had the winner, otherwise I would have got it. So, yeah, we're going to have a spell from that tipping comp.
Yep.
We're going to have a spell now to the spring, so we're going to come up with something good in the spring with a good prize and get people back in a racing mode.
We mentioned that we did have other horses that were meant to be going to the races, but Sailing High,
Bad Gate,
Sarbasan, Bad Gate scratched from Coolmore yesterday. Last night Queen of Malwar was scratched, and tonight she's also scratched. She's nominated for Bendigo on Wednesday. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Owenology
Was scratched, well, mainly because it was fourth emergency, didn't get a run. But we do have Rasho, who I originally had listed as a scratch, and I got carried away. $60 odd, first up, 1400. Horse will appreciate ground in time. For Sarbasan, Dean Yendelon. You'll go down and have a look. 1443
It's his first start.
Meters. First start.
Yep, first start today.
Oh yeah. I was thinking he's had a run.
Has he?
Last prep.
Don't think so.
No.
No, first up, Piero out of Rockalicious.
Correct.
Bred to run a mile further. First up, 1440, using a big track, using the inform Dean Yendall, who I'm not sure what's going on with Yendall. Like, he had that winner at Sandown and he's pumping his fists in the crowd.
He's up.
What is he doing?
You got a new manager that must be telling him to come on, get out of.
I reckon he must be taking 2 Baroccas a day now. He's jumping out.
I thought he'd have a half the size of him be enough.
I reckon he's on 2 Baroccas. He's jumping around. He's loving it.
He was on Facebook this morning inquiring about Malindo Airlines to Bali, something like that, Malindo. And anyway, someone said, Matty Wears might have said, well, I thought you'd be sort of first class, and then someone else come out and said they reserved a cup holder for him to sit in. Then there was a mention about excess baggage, and they said, well, that'd be his wallet. So he was copping it. He was just asked a nice, genuine question, and he copped it.
He won't do that again.
No.
Anyway.
I've never heard of the airlines anyway.
No, not have I.
It's a combination of Malaysia and Indonesia. And,
right.
They were cheaper flights, he said, and someone says
Cheaper
you pay
flights.
for what you get.
Yeah, exactly, Dean.
So, anyway, from a riding point of view, the lad's in good form.
He's in good form, and he seems to be really enjoying his riding at the minute. So, look, I think this horse will run midfield today. Just want to see a little bit.
Yep.
Get him out to a mile, 1800. That'll be his go if he's any good. Lovely big black horse. If you see him on the screen, you'll really like the look of him. But he's one of those lazy buggers at home, doesn't show much, and we need to see him fire up a bit on race day.
Yep. I'll go back Border Town today. It'll be the first horse up, race, and I think you suggested to Andrew Bobbin to get all the vision for English Digital.
How'd that trouble? That news?
I ran into Andrew at the Mortlake Trials yesterday.
And he was telling you that?
He said, I'll go to Border Town. I'm taking my camera to film him up. Shouldn't be saying that.
Unfortunately, owners, you all know, he hasn't shown much this horse, and that sire Palantino has been very disappointing. So,
$41 chance in a 1,550 metre maiden.
We're going to Border Town, but actually, if you do the form, it's a strong race.
Yeah.
There's a couple there that have been placed at Murray Bridge last start.
Yeah, which is good. That's sort of like Sandown midway form.
And they're like $2.50. So, look, we're just going to try and achieve some sort of reasonable sort of placing with not getting beaten too far.
Yep.
So that we can actually get him online and get him moved on.
Yes.
Unless
he wins by 6.
He does a Carlton and flies home.
Well, that won't happen.
Not happening?
No, I don't know which is not happening at the moment. What was I going to say?
Oh, that put you off, didn't
Put me
it?
right off now. 2 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
So you probably just have time to watch this and watch the race.
Right.
Tonight, we've probably got a horse that... this is interesting, actually, and I like the thought of getting Tubé Shaw out to beyond a mile and a half out to 2,500 at Cranbourne. Similar grade to what he's been racing in, benchmark 70, $4 chance, $4.40 chance. And I think you said that he's coming home for a holiday in sunny Balan after this.
Yeah, this will be his last run this prep. Stokesy wanted to get him out and try him over 2,400 before he goes to the paddock.
Yep.
So we've gone to 2,500 at Cranbourne. I imagine the track's going to be on the wetter side.
Yeah, improving.
Yeah.
I'd say.
It'll be sticky.
Yeah, it'll be that slow. Yeah,
Sticky stuff.
Huggy stuff.
Anyway, we got to send him around. He said if he stays, he wins. So we'll see what happens. But he'll be home in the paddock and have a good break and get ready for those summer months of racing. But he's had a good prep, and you know, he's come a long way this prep.
So, tomorrow, headquarters.
Flemington.
There's one of the runners on my hat. Southern France. Trying to buy a ticket into the Melbourne Cup. Now, wouldn't that be ironic?
Wow.
All the miles he's travelled from, what was it? When was it? 2019?
Yeah.
He's 200 to 1, so I don't even know why I'm contemplating thinking that.
He's
Andrew Ramsden.
His goal is the Brisbane Cup.
Righto.
Geez,
He's doing some miles to get there.
just can't find races.
Yeah.
So
Because this is 2,800.
yeah, he ran first up over 2,000. We're looking for a 2,400. There's none around. He's got to go to this race, 28, and then he'll have another run, and then if going okay, he'll go into the Brisbane Cup. That's his goal this prep.
Yep.
I did see him work at Canterbury while I was up there, and
Worked nicely.
he worked nice, and the horse he crossed the line with came out and won the Gosford Cup on the Saturday and paid $31. And the strapper told me he'd go there and win. He was the horse of the year in Hungary.
Oh,
And
good idea.
Matt Smith.
Oh, one of Smithies.
Anyway, he
Cool,
worked and he
stablemate.
said, "Oh yeah, that's winning. That's a winning gallop for the
Oh,
Gosford Cup." And of course, after that, we won the next race, and then I never gave another thought until someone texted me and said he won the Gosford Cup by 6 lengths.
$30.
Anyway,
There you go.
so anyway, we'll see. Look,
We're up against White Marlin. Who's a shocker?
there's a few sprue courses
Lerner
here, but
Lerner Flair, sorry.
look, if he can go there and just show a bit,
Yeah.
and he'll probably get tired late, but
Yep.
if he can just run a nice enough race, we're on track to getting up towards Brisbane.
Yep. And also we've got Crackerjack Prince. Now, obviously, we ran in the Vibus race. Weights and everything sort of were well against him that day, and we come back to a more suitable race. The track where he's ran well at decent odds before for us, and
He could go well for his new trainer.
26. Yeah, he's $26.
overs.
Yeah, I think he is.
He is
I love the
overs.
$6 a place.
That's ridiculous.
So yeah, new trainers. It'll have D.O. Sullivan beside the name as Archie Spence. That naughty little boy. He's copped his.
Is he gone?
I don't know. He's going.
Did he go to Ascot?
What's his name? Jeremy said that they convinced him that he should go on a holiday while he can.
Yeah, I told him to go home.
Yeah, go home.
Go home. Back to England.
Because it's
Go the Ashes?
It's a petty little 6-week penalty, but it comes on the back of him having a suspended
Had to have
sentence.
it. But,
yeah.
anyway,
So I think if you went out there, it's running like it normally would. If you're looking for Dan O'Sullivan, you better go to Dan O'Sullivan's because that's where he is.
so
That's all it is.
would
no.
you think if he hadn't run in the Vobis race
Yeah,
and he
it'd be
was
a lot
going
shorter.
into this, what price would he
He'd
be?
be $10 or $12, I
Yeah,
suppose.
that's his true price.
Yeah.
He's an each-way chance.
Yep.
Forget his last run.
Big track, really.
It was 7 kilos more than he should have carried
Yeah.
against that field. He's a $10 chance.
Yep.
He can run a top 3 place.
Geordie Charles has been in good form,
Yeah.
so he's on. Going out. I think Geordie might have rode him when he ran really well there one day. Ran 7th, but only beaten about a length. So
Now,
I expect him to be.
It's a bit of a
good
quandary
chance.
this weekend
Quandary.
because Archie's best horse is running in a Group 1 in Adelaide.
The Derby.
And Dan O'Sullivan's training it now. Neither Archie or Dan have won a Group 1. So if
that's
it
a
wins,
good
it's a bit bittersweet.
That's yeah.
So I think if it wins, Dan would be sort of wrapped, and Archie would be sort of shattered. No one wins out of that.
That is a dead set no win, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because like knowing Dan, he'd be embarrassed to even think that he's
Yeah.
got his name against it. So he probably hadn't even thrown a saddle on it.
Well, it reminds me of, was it Aaron Purcell had a few Group 1 winners when he filled in for Mar? When
He
had his holiday?
genuinely did train for a 6-month period, and I think he picked up 2 or 3.
Yeah.
A little bit different, but Yeah, for this, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, so anyway.
You nearly hope the horse doesn't win.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the owners hope it wins, but and Dan probably wants the 10%, so he'll buy another new car.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's an interesting one. Well, we'll watch that. It's
we'll watch that with interest. Yeah, it's a good chance, a good horse.
So that
Crackerjack Prince, my I think top 3.
Yeah, no, like it. Yep.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, we've got a dandy fella, a dandy man.
Coming off a win.
Yeah, and stays at a mile.
Is that on the turf?
Yes,
Thank God for that.
on the turf. And he's an $8 chance. Smith's got one in it that's even money, that has a bit of Melbourne form, but only like benchmark form.
Yep.
He only has to run up to what he did at Seymour, wasn't it, where he won? To be a solid each way chance. $8. I thought it was a $4 or $5 chance.
I think that's the Quinella.
With Lindsay's.
Yeah. I think that's the Quinella.
Jared stays on. He's drawn 8, but that doesn't matter. He'll just roll. There's only 9 or 10 in it. He won't be far away. And he's ran well at Ballarat the couple of times I've been there. And
there might be a share coming up in him for sale, Danny Man. So just keep that in mind. Not often you get a chance to buy a share on a horse that's sort of up and going.
We've had 2 or 3 from different
Crackerjack Prince was another one. So
was
a couple of shares. No, it was Hasseltoft got sold. A couple of owners are...
well, there. I mean, you want to jump into horses that have got a little bit left in the tank.
And want to go.
Ideal ones, aren't
exactly.
So that's that. Now,
noms.
Potential.
What are we looking at?
Samurai Star now. I'm sitting here blind. I'm not sure whether...
What's he doing, Mitch Freeman? He's nommed him everywhere.
Yeah, blinkers on. He's finding the right race, probably the weakest she can. The form around both runs is good.
Yeah.
Stall is a possibility now. I'll put it up if he runs there. If he draws low, he'd be hard to beat there.
On that form. So the horse that beat him at Werribee ran second to Sandown during the week and probably should have won.
Yep.
The horse that beat him at his first start at Ballarat came out and ran a really good race at Sandown and went a really good race in a group race. So form around this horse good. He's only got to improve a length or 2 with blinkers and he'll be smashing them.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And look...
So we just don't know where that's going to be.
Could be Stall, but we'll pop it up. But if it is, I think he may have even nominated Bendigo. But look, wouldn't surprise me. Even the great track for this horse could be Thursday at Pakenham too.
Yep.
Big straight. So we'll keep you updated there. But he's a horse that...
I don't really want to drive to Pakenham, Pete.
He's got a star against his name, Samurai Star.
Get ready.
Also, I've mentioned we've got Owenology and Queen of Malwa nominated in at Bendigo Wednesday.
Yep.
So we won't know till Monday there. And you mentioned that there was a horse going to Pakenham on Thursday. Selling high, which was scratched from.
Yeah, she'll go down there. We want to make sure that we take her to a nice big track.
Yeah.
She's actually going particularly well, and she's a real chance to salute first up. So we just want to get that right. Good gate, good rider, and a decent track. So
there we go.
Just couldn't take the risk from barrier 17 at Kilmore. Would have come out of 10.
Yep.
And would have been caught 3 wide. So we just pulled the plug there, and we'll save her till Pakenham next Thursday night.
We had a couple of trialers, Darren.
You saw a smart one yesterday?
I saw a nice trial. We had 2 there. Actually, Raise the Colours.
Raise the Colours trialled okay.
Yeah, she only had a couple, 3 or 4 in her trial.
And
Arizona Dreaming.
And you said Dabinic's really improved this horse since he got it. Or didn't you say that?
No, I listened to you tell me that. You said, Commander, you got no idea. We've got the key to this horse now.
Oh, well, he's got 100 new staff starting. He's hanging out with the ministers for racing now.
Who?
Commander.
What's going on there?
Oh, no, he had the minister and all the people up at his stables yesterday announcing $3 million to be put into racing to help him get staff.
Well, there you go.
Didn't you? Aren't you up with the gossip?
No, I did hear some.
He's standing there next to this racing minister with a big smile on his face.
I did. Someone did mention. I mustn't have listened too hard. I heard it all like yesterday. Yeah, but anyway, he was really good at Arizona Dreaming.
Yeah, trial good.
Well, it and the other one cleared away from the rest under no riding.
What was the other one?
Yeah, well,
we need to get the name of that.
I've got the list at home, Darren.
Because if it runs,
maybe we should start tipping all those other ones.
Well, the one that he trialled with, if it comes out and races well, we'll be confident. Or if we come out and win, we'll be getting on it.
Well, that's a good point.
So we need to find out what the other one's
must go
called.
and circle and write them down.
It'd be handy if you let me know.
Just you or the whole viewing?
Just me.
We can let them know after they
Yeah,
run.
we'll tell you about one.
We're the talent, but we don't mention it at all. Anyway,
I think we're done.
Yeah.
So who's your best?
I'm interested on 2 Bay Shore tonight, the
Yeah.
$4, and I love the fact that if he stays, he wins.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. He's in good form.
Yep.
I'd like the little bit each way Crackerjack Prince.
He's over the odds.
Yeah. Look, if you like a couple and you want a multi, I mean, the $6 odd a place into a couple of things. Maybe into Giga Kick. That makes Giga Kick about $12. $10.
2 Bay Shore, Giga Kick.
Danny Man, that's probably the better each way with, Quinella with Smith's horse.
Yep.
So there's probably 2 or 3 there you could have a little bit of an investment on.
Yep.
We just hope like Hal Parlay can run some sort of race just to bolster his
Just be
English.
3 lengths no further back.
Yep.
All right.
Nothing else.
That's it. We're done.
No comp, nothing else.
No. Soldier on.
We'll come back here maybe.
It's all about Mother's Day, Pete.
Yeah, that's it.
It's all about Mother's Day
Better
this
go and
weekend.
buy me bacon and eggs. Gotta get some sort of special bread to put it on. What are your recommendation for breads? Can't just
Sourdough, mate.
Sourdough, righto.
From the proper baker, not the
I better
supermarket
get some of
rubbish.
that green stuff to throw on. What's that? Green, like
Marijuana?
Hey, you I might actually do scrambled eggs, a nice scramble. And you put that. What is it? The green, the little flour stuff.
You're on your own here.
Well, I'm just to decorate it up a little bit. Maybe a roasted tomato. I can't have tomatoes.
Can we get a photo for ATB
all right.
TV?
Once it's produced, I'll take the photo.
Yeah, we'll whack it up next
I
week.
don't want to won't be able to take a photo of Becca either because she'll smash the camera. No photos allowed.
Righto.
But I better prepare it nice here.
I might enter you for MasterChef next year.
I need to find a magazine that's got a nice photo. No, I will do that just for the audience next week.
Because all the mums out there.
Maybe just show
Maybe we should have a comp.
Joan to take a photo.
Everyone has to send a photo in
Well, there you go.
of what they cook their
What you
wife or
prepared your
mum,
wife, yes.
and we'll send
There's
you.
our competition for the week.
So send in your photos of the breakfast you cook your mum or your wife,
Yep.
or the kids cook,
Yeah,
and the best photo wins.
this could be our best competition. We'll
Hey?
get Gordon
Got
Ramsay.
nothing to do with racing.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
All the best. Till next week, I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there.
Fuck yeah.